there right of screen. Both these guys at times have made some useful runs, but no one's really made a big score, and that's also been a problem for Australia at the top of that order. That's nice to welcome Elisa Healy along. Dare I say, we could probably say the same thing about the Southern Stars. No one at that top order making big enough scores.
Yeah, let's not talk about that, but thank you very much for having me. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, there's a fine leg third man, so ringing the offside, gap through mid-wicket. And in the... Oh, put him down. Costly. That's the pressure that was building. Presented an opportunity. Unable to hang on to it.
That's exactly that. I think opening the batting, it's such a fine line between taking a risk or, I guess, just getting yourself into your innings. And I guess every now and then you get a chance like this and you've got to capitalise on that and bat the rest of the innings, I would hope.
Yeah, well, that's that one that can come from Finch. Often he hits at that height through the gap, tries to hit the gap, but if he gets it wrong, it'll go to the man.
Would New Zealand set him up in the...
I reckon up round the Gavin Wanganeen stand, I reckon.
Oh, and he plants this one. Made a brilliant sound. Now that is a long hit down there. So he's been dropped, and I reckon he thinks, well, I'm just going.
Oh, absolutely. You can see by those two shots. This one, obviously, the six, but the ball before where he swung himself off his feet. I think Aaron Finch is thinking, well, it's not working for me. I've tried last over, hit a few. I hit him in the middle and I got dropped on naught. I'm just going to go hard. Wow. If he hits him like that, that's not quite out of the middle. That's a little bit low on the bat. If he gets one out of the middle and be out of this ground.
Sometimes this is the best time to bat when you get a chance early on and then you think, oh, well, I should be on the bench anyway, so I may as well have a swing. And he well and truly hit that for six, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, he just might just keep going here. And as you say, Mark Taylor, Kulasakra, high 120s, mid 120s,
Yep.
gives himself room and then steals the single. Just didn't get the length he wanted.
It's interesting that they put that mid-on straight back as well. I would have thought Kulasakra, I guess, shaping the ball away from...
So it's been wonderful to see him play in these three T20s. Now Finch, 8 from 7. Bangs that to the man in the deep. That was a big inside edge. 14 off the over. It's no wicket for 15. There he goes. He loves it there. He's just really trying to work into that offside because it's a ring. They're all up.
Definitely in textbook Aaron Finch there. I think the amount of times we saw him get off the mark or get into his innings for the Renegades with that exact shot. It's obviously a sign that he's working his way back into form. He'd normally middle that for 6 over mid-off, I would have thought. But yeah, it's nice to see him having a crack early here. I think first 6 overs in T20 cricket are really important, and I think you know, if these two can get us off to a good start, hopefully we can put a decent total on the board that we can defend against this Sri Lankan team.
Now long off. Gets away with that one, low full toss.
Yeah, you can see already the Sri Lankans are actually trying.
Good stroke. It's bottom hand coming into play. So things looking ominous now. You put him down, you might be chasing a few. He's 18 from 12 and motoring.
Yes, Munawera, who put him down on naught, is every run that Aaron Finch scores, it really hurts him as much as it hurts the Sri Lankan side. That's right out of the middle. That was hit very hard. We know what Aaron Finch can do in this form of the game. Well, certainly one-day games as well. He's frustrated, no doubt about it. Be a bit angry that they're down 2-0 in the series. Certainly was the case in Geelong. Dick Vella's been very good, although he's not playing this game.
That'll be 4.
Yeah, there's been a lot more of that from a Sri Lankan point of view. Improvisation in the first 3 or 4 overs. And I think Aaron Finch has said, right, well, I'm going to take it upon myself in these 6 overs to try and make a difference. Try to get to, say, 60 off 6 overs rather than, say, 45, 50.
And in that, I think the first 6 overs is the best time to bat. For me personally, you've only got 2 out. You try and cash in and score all your runs in the first 6, and then when they push 5 out, you know, you get a bit bored hitting the singles around. So yeah, you got to be aggressive.
Crowd catch and then a throw back. And gets him. And it's hurt him as well. And a grunt there from Finch. That ends the over. No wicket for 35.
Ground staff, he said, because they've had to bring it back in.
That's in the air, but through the gap again. So that's that one that can go to the fielder, but if you hit the gap, it's fine.
Yeah, just finishing off that point about the pitch. They took this pitch out for the Guns N' Roses concert on the weekend. They brought it back in on Monday, so they had to put it back in, sort of relay it, and they sort of do the same for Shield wickets. They've had the Mundine Green fight here not that long ago as well, out in the middle.
There should be two there. He just gets it a bit squarer. It's another big over. So far the leggy's not working.
Perfect pitch, but there's reasons for that.
Oh, that's 6. Don't chase that. That's the 50-run stand now. How costly is that drop on North going to be? It's just great to watch, isn't he? These sort of players, once they get going, it's just a treat. The power in which these strokes are played and how small the grounds feel all of a sudden. Well, still a single. It's a big over. It's 5 gone now. No wicket for 53. Well, it's not the delivery you want when you haven't got a fine leg. 39 now.
Well, that's the pressure that Aaron Finch puts you under. No third man, no fine leg, as Michael Slater said, but still trying to bowl very full to him because there was a deep sort of extra cover and a deep forward square leg, but just got it a little bit wrong, tailed down the leg side. It just shows you need finesse in this game as well.
We're trading at a strike rate of 185.7. That's easy. Looking forward to tomorrow, Elisa, the Aussies, the other Aussie team.
Getting a boundary early in the over is good in the batting sense, in that you're putting the bowler on the back foot early and making them change and do something different. And like I mentioned earlier, that's what Aaron Finch is so good at. He sort of puts you on the back foot early and then makes you do something different, and then will punish you in the different direction.
And then you use your run up for a bit of momentum.
Fielding again, never going to stop the one. There was a man behind covering as well. So,
on the show.
hang on a minute.
I didn't realise we were on a nice edge.
Well, you made it sound like it's a bit, like you've seen much of each other.
They knew each other for years before they proposed.
About the girls, we've got Slats here. He and Michael Clark. Oh, it's a good shot. He's hit that firmly. Well done out there, though. Just 2. Gunaratne does the fielding. Yeah, Michael Slater and Michael Clark, they are in love with that show.
We'll just see. In between overs, we pushing hard for 2. It's a longish boundary, I suppose. It's certainly longer than... Oh, that is out of here. Out of here.
And 50 for the Australian captain. Dropped on Nort. And now a 30-ball 50 to get Australia off to a super start. None for 78.
Well, this sounded so pure. He got good elevation on it as well. He didn't look for too long. He knew it was out of the park at 50. And there is the catch that should have been
For the Aussies.
He's in trouble here, Finch. Oh, taken right on the rope. So the danger man's now gone. So close to a 6, but he's walking back.
I reckon he just drop-kicked this. Just didn't quite get it, Aaron Finch. Still a good strike, just didn't quite get all of it. Probably the longest boundary on the ground. And it would have gone for 6. Would have cleared the rope, but well judged. And Sarah Widener in the deep. Prasanna's got his man. Finch Very quick 5.53. Australia 1 for 79.